Hey, 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 hey. How's everybody doing? Another evening, all virtual today. All right. Today is all virtual lesson 20. And today we're going to be talking about why our dreams feel so unrealistic. Today's going to be a little bit different because I really want to be vulnerable and honest with all of you. You know, when I look back, I can't say with 100% certainty that I was going to work a life or live a life that I wanted to. I can't say with 100% certainty that that was going to happen. I always wrote it down, I always dreamed it or manifested it, but I can't honestly sit here and say that I really, with 100% certainty, believed it was going to happen for me. And one of the things that was so powerful when I was a kid was I used to be so fascinated by singers. And for those of you who know me, you know that that was my original dream, was to be a uh, songwriter and a artist. And that dream never happened for me, right? And I definitely have a chip on my shoulder because yes, I'm doing something I like doing and I feel a lot better with where I'm at, but I do still feel like I didn't fulfill my original dream. And so, what I want to talk to you about today is the beauty of why vulnerability is actually your superpower. And by me just saying out loud, hey, my original dream was to be a songwriter, and I didn't achieve that. And I feel kind of some way about that. I invite a community of people who also might feel the same way. And the power in that is you get to be the hero in your own story. And you get to uplift someone and help someone else be the hero in theirs. And I want to read this to y'all. This is my personal journal where I write down my goals. And this is really personal, but I'm going to read it. This is December 19, 2019. It says, today I got a call from my mentor and former internship advisor, Paul Koch. He has a job opening for me as a social media coordinator at WW. I can't believe I manifested this. On December 6, 2019, 13 days ago, I wrote down that in 2020, I would quit my job and work somewhere I felt valued. My current pay is $53,000. Or the position that Paul was offering was $53,000 a year, and I had loved working with his team in the past and would be honored to work with him. What a blessing. Once I walk away from my 9 to 5, I'll be happier, more energized, and have more time for my music. I will apply on December 20th and start this new job on February 1st, 2020. I didn't get the job. I applied. I didn't get the job. And on that exact day that you see on that paper, February 1st, 2020, about, I want to say like 2 days prior to that day, I actually left my current job, not for another job, but permanently. I left corporate world permanently when I wrote down in my journal that I was going to take this incredible opportunity that I didn't get. Just like in the past, I wrote down I was going to be an artist, a music producer. But I took this incredible journey to be on these videos and getting to know all of you and growing a business and having fun. And sometimes in life, just because it didn't pan out the way we wanted to doesn't mean we failed. So I shared that story because I think that a lot of us, including me today, needed to hear that. You know, I think that too many times we don't get it just right or the way we wrote it down, you know? And in the stars, that was actually never how it was intended. That was never how it was intended. And if we can just be vulnerable and honest with ourselves first, give ourselves that self love and that self respect, then we can invite others to be in that ecosystem and that journey with us. And I have a lot of people to thank for that. A lot of people, a lot of clients who looked out for me in the very beginning when I was still figuring out how to run the business successfully. And I made mistakes and they gave me great feedback. And I still make mistakes to this day. But you know what? At the end of the day, I wouldn't trade any of it. You know, you see that right there on the wall? I didn't get my Grammy, but I got that. I just ordered a plaque that's going to go right next to that on the wall. And that's $42 million in the box office as a songwriter. No, I didn't get my Grammy like I wanted. No, I didn't become an artist. No, I didn't get the huge mansion. No, I didn't write all these things I wrote down in my vision board when I was a kid. But you know what? I didn't settle either. I gave it 100%. I gave it 100% when it was time and realized it was time to pivot, transition. I was vulnerable, honest with myself, and I did so. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really glad that I pivoted from wanting to be in the music business and doing what I do now, you know? So I really hope that this lesson helps you to understand and appreciate that it's okay that your path is not linear and that your dreams can change and dreams become real when they have power and intention. And a lot of the times, it never pans out the exact way we wanted it to. Not even our favorite people we look up to and we say, I want to be like him, or, you know, that celebrity. If I'm being honest with y'all, I feel like I'm a celebrity. I don't feel like they're different than me or that I'm looking up to them or that what they do is unattainable. And I think that's what we all need to feel, is that our dreams are valid and real and they're not a fantasy world. It just might not look the same as this person that we're glorifying. it might not come with 100 butlers, right? Right. So I hope we all feel like celebrities inside. That's what I want for all of us. And I want to thank all of you for giving me courage, purpose, intention, respect. It means a lot more than you know. Really, truly. So thank you for listening in. Hope you have a wonderful evening.